If you're any kind of a hockey fan at all, you don't need me to tell you it's a big game tonight for the Vancouver Canucks as they take on the New York Rangers. Game 4, Stanley Cup Finals. Now, the Rangers lead this thing 2-1. Now, don't count Vancouver out yet, though. The Canucks bring their share of big guns to this battle, including Pavel Bure and their captain, Trevor Linden. Now, it's Linden who joins us right now from the Director's Lounge at the Pacific Coliseum. We bid Trevor good morning. Vancouver Canucks, a team that's kind of battled adversity all year, Trevor. They haven't done anything the easy way, and I'm guessing that this is a team that's got a lot of character and is not about to quit. Is that pretty close?
Yeah, exactly. I think that the way we're approaching tonight's game is that, you know, whether you lose 5-1 or you lose 2-1, you still lose the hockey game and you still lose the game. So, you know, you're going to be down a game. And we were down 3-1 to Calgary, and we approached it one period at a time, and just we worked at getting, you know, a game at a time and getting to that 7th game. So with a big win tonight, we can have this series even.
Anything specific you think you have to do differently to turn this around?
Well, we can't afford to make the kind of mistakes we made, and I think that we made some crucial mistakes at real crucial times of the game, and with the explosiveness of the team, with guys like Leach and Messier and Kovalev, these guys are extremely talented, and if you make a mistake, it's going to cost you. So we want to cut those down, and we still haven't put enough pressure on the defense. We feel we can create more turnovers and put more pressure on them.
Now, Trevor, you've got the Russian rocket on your side, Pavel Bure. He's a pretty remarkable talent. Sometimes, though, from a distance anyway, it seems like he's a little in and out, and when he's in the game, he's unbelievable, and when he's out, he's just about invisible. Is part of your job to light a fire under this guy?
Well, it's tough because a lot of it has to do with me. I have to do a good job of getting him the puck and getting him, you know, getting him the puck at the right time. There's times where he gets picked up early, and you have to remember he gets a lot of close checking. I mean, the games in New York, he had some people standing beside him and following him out of the zone, so it's tough for him. But he's definitely the catalyst for our team, and he is by far the most talented player, raw talented player in the league, and definitely the most exciting. So I'm sure that he's going to rise to the occasion. Everybody on our side knows how big a game this is, so I think we'll rise to the occasion.
Well, spoken like a real captain. Leadership, of course, always a big deal in the hockey team. You provide it up front. Seems you're getting it from your goaltender too. Yeah,
he's been great. You know, if we win the Stanley Cup, he's definitely going to be the Conn Smythe winner. He was been just terrific through the Calgary series. He made an unbelievable save in Game 7 in double overtime. It was I still don't know how it didn't go in. Through the Dallas series, he was as good. You know, the Toronto series, most everyone back there has seen the Toronto series and knew how good he was. And this is a guy that hasn't got the kind of respect and that he should have. I think playing out here, I think a lot of the Eastern media and the Eastern people don't get to see him as much. So this is great for him.
Trevor, let me switch gears on you a little bit here. When we watch you guys play, we see patches on your shoulders. One that I think a lot of people don't know anything about is Canuck Place. Could you tell us about Canuck Place?
Well, Canuck Place is a freestanding hospice, and it's going to be the first one in North America that involves children. And everybody knows, and everybody's aware that it's a common fact that children due to disease, cancer, and such things die. And this is a hospice where kids can go that are terminally ill and live their life out to the fullest. And each and every day is going to be a special day at Canuck Place, and you know, they're going to be involved with a lot of things. Our team's going to be involved, and players are going to be able to drop by and make it as special as possible for these kids. And it's a real neat idea, and anybody that's worked with children understand that they're pretty special people, and definitely we want to help them out in that way.
Yeah, I have one of the patches right here, Trevor. Where did the impetus come from?
It's interesting because it comes from Europe, but Brenda Eng, who worked with the Children's Hospital here in British Columbia, had the idea and had been over to Europe. So she brought the idea to Arthur, and he basically ran with it. And you know, this project is incredible because it takes an amazingly amount of money to fund this. And not only that, you need a building, you need a place to, you know, a lot. So, and right now we're going through the renovations of it, and those are moving very swift, and of course with that, when you're redoing a whole house, I mean, it's incredibly expensive. So there's been tons of fundraising. The Vancouver Sun's been involved. Our hockey team's done a lot of raising, and people from all over Vancouver have done their part to to raise money for Canuck Place, whether it's $25 or $2,500 or $250,000. It's come from everywhere, and it's been a community project, definitely.
Trevor, you know, there's kind of an interesting personality split in the kind of thing you do. Watching you play hockey, you've got to put the bit between your teeth. You've got to think those evil thoughts about the other guy. Hockey's a hack and slash kind of way to make a living. And yet off the ice, you do all this charity work. Do you have any difficulty separating the two personalities?
Well, I actually consider myself very lucky, and I think that all professional athletes are lucky in that I can go to a hospital no matter how poor I played or how bad we lost the game the night before. I can go to Children's Hospital and go with some pictures and sign some pictures for some kids, and you know, the smiles on their faces and the enjoyment they get out of that can't be replaced by scoring 3 or 4 goals in a game or anything like that. So the satisfaction that I get and most athletes get from that is incredible, and you know, not the average person can do that. So I consider myself very lucky, and I really enjoy working with kids, so it's a pretty easy match.